Hello there, everyone. Today we're going to tie this. This is a small yellow salmon flies intended for the Danish rivers, but I'm sure that this will definitely be deadly in Mørum and stuff like that also. It's a pattern that is designed for the Danish rivers in regards to the color combination. It's called the yellow, as simple as that. Well, basically, what we need is we need some tubes from Pro tube system, and these are very, very great. These are the flexi tubes, and as you can see, it has a thicker part and a thinner part, and the thinner part here fits all the discs and cones and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fairly heavy fly as well, because a lot of the Danish rivers. You need some weighted flies in order to get down to where the salmon and sea trout actually is, and it's a fairly simple, straightforward fly. So basically, let's just get to it. The first thing we need is to tie in some holographic gold. Where did I put that? Some holographic gold flat tinsel. And I use the Vebus one because the quality is outstanding. It's easy to use, and they have all the right colors, basically. I use the large one because, well, basically it's easy. It's the easiest way to go. So I simply tie down this here, and then I turn this as far back as I want, and I want this to be fairly long backwards, like so. There. And then I'm gonna close that, tie that down, so I have kind of like the back portion of the fly here is gonna made from this gold thing. And then we need a hackle, and for these hackles we're gonna use the golden pheasant. Some of the body feathers. These are very great for hackles, and they look absolutely astounding in the water. And it's something that most people, these have been looked over, I think, a bit, because they truly are amazing hackles, but not many people use them. But we're going to use some of the reddish ones for this fly. That one looks great. So I simply just strip off all the fluffy stuff down there, and sometimes these can be a bit full of some, you know, some I don't know if gunk is the right word, but some dirt. So I simply just cleaned that a bit, in order to get all the fibers to stand out individually. And then I'm going to tie this down in the tip, right here, because I want my first hackle to be here. And then basically I just turn the hackle, making sure that I fold everything backwards, like so. And this reddish brownish color here is really awesome for salmon flies. It's also a great option for something as classic as thunder and lightning and stuff like that. Really gives a lot of spay feel to it without actually being heron. So like that, gives a nice, a bit longer hackle with a bit stiffer fibers that works well in the current. Like that. I can see the tip is a bit annoying, so I'm just gonna cut that off. We don't need that. That kind of messes up the appearance, like so. So I have a small, fairly long hackle down here covering my golden flat tinsel, and then I need a small portion of the body to be made from dubbing, and I'm going to use some olive iced dub for this one. It's a really awesome color and fits very well with the color scheme of the rest of this fly, and we can brush it out a bit, so it adds a flash effect to the fly here, like that. I'm just gonna have a small bundle of this, not too much, and this is not gonna be very big, but it's gonna be the entire body here, so something like that is sufficient, like so. I'm gonna pull the thread all in front of this and make a whip finish, because we need to add some weight to this fly, like so. Gonna cut that off. Pull out a bit of the dubbing with your dubbing teaser. Like so, and then I'm gonna take one of the Pro raw weights, which is a tungsten bead, a tungsten weight that will give this fly a lot of weight, so it will fish immediately as soon as it hits the water, and also it will make the fly fish down where the fish is. Also, this tungsten bead will help keep the wing erect. Push the wing up into the current, so it will force the wing to move more in the current. Like that. I'm gonna take some yellow Arctic fox or marble fox. The difference between marble fox and Arctic fox is that marble fox is normally longer. So if you're tying big flies, then the marble fox is the way to go. It's also a bit more expensive. So if you're only tying fairly small flies like this one, then the Arctic fox is a good bet. I'm going to take some of the longer hairs out, not all of them, but some of them, and a bit of the woolly part down here. Not all of it, but some of it. And then I'm going to tie down my wing on top here, like so. Of course, you can variate the size of this, and as you can see here, the bead here really helps keep the wing up. And gives the wing a lot of lift, which is indeed a nice thing. Cut off all the stuff I don't need with my scissors here, as close to as I can. And then we're gonna need a front hackle in burnt orange. Again, a color that fits this color scheme very well. So I'm gonna take a soft hackle from Metz for this, if I can find the right one. I probably, that one wouldn't do. That one looks great. So a burnt orange hackle for this. Again, I'm going to tie this in the tip, so I'm just going to remove some of the crap down there. Then tie this in at the tip, so the upper side of the hackle is pointing towards me, which will make the natural sway of the feather sway the right way, like that. I'm gonna fold everything back with my fingers as I turn this. This should not be as long as the first one. This is a front hackle, so it should not be as long as the pheasant one we used first, like that. I'm gonna tie this down here, and we're gonna use a conehead to make sure that everything is pointing the right way behind. But as you can see now, you have the body with the three segments: the gold, the olive, and the tungsten bead, like so. Then we're gonna attach some jungle cock, and jungle cock is a bit hard to come by. So if you have some, then please use that. If you don't, then these Pro HD artificial jungle cock is the best way to go. They really are look amazing, and the quality, the strength of these are best, and this is the best substitute out there. You can see one of them here. I just pulled it over my nail in order to give it to kind of soften it and make it a bit more pliant. And then I'm gonna add this to the side of the fly here at the correct angle, like so. And as you can see, they look very, very nice for a substitute. I'm doing the same to the other one on the other side here. Placing it where I need it, like that. And it looks good. Cut off the ends of these as close as possible. And then I'm gonna add a small amount of fleshaboo wing and flesh. A nice and very lively material that really stands out in the current here. I do not want too much of this because this is a fly that is intended to be to blend in with its surroundings. So not too much. I would say maybe 6 or 7 or 5 or something like that fibers here, and just spread it out so it's a natural part of the wing here. This will give a bit of shine to it, not too much, but a bit of shine. I'm gonna pull them so they're a bit longer, like so. Cutting off those as well. Just trimming everything now before I finish this fly off with the conehead. These flesh fibers should be on the shoulder of the fly. They shouldn't be completely on top. They should be on the sides and on the shoulders of the fly, like that. Gonna do one last whip finish. So, cut off the thread. Locate my my coneheads. Where did they go? They were here. They were. And this way you have a nice, fairly easy, fairly fast, but truly deadly pattern for the Danish salmon or sea trout, like that. So basically, just take this out of the vise, cut the tube very close, apply some fire to shrink back the end of the tube. Back on the needle, and there you have the finished result. The yellow one. I really like this pattern. I just saw it online. I couldn't find out who had made this first, but I knew the minute I saw it. The Danish salmon season is coming up. That this fly was one of the flies I needed to have in my box. So the yellow.